Good morning, grade 2A and grade 2B. It's Miss Charlie here. It's Thursday today, and we have covered 2 weeks of lessons online. And I want to say thank you again for all your hard work that you've put into making this possible for me to sit and smile at you and be happy with the feedback that I've been getting. Now, this morning's video is going to be on a revision of what we've learned this week. Okay, now it was a lot of reading, it was a lot of spelling, it was a lot of drawing, it was a lot of thinking, and I appreciate that. So let us start with revision for the week, and I'm going to take on my notebook so that we're able to go through it and be sure that we have covered all the lessons that we've done this week. Okay, so the first thing we did this week was the lesson was lesson 8, superstorms, and we started off with vocabulary. I've taught you quite a number of words like flash, equal, damage, reach, pounding, prevent, beware, bend. That was your vocabulary. Now let's go through it again. Beware, bend, flash, pounding, prevent, reach, and equal. So in your journeys book on page 266, the vocabulary in the contents of the story, we have different sentences that we included into the vocabulary lesson. Okay, and I'm going to go through it with you so that we can both understand what the words mean and how they were used in a sentence in this lesson. Okay, so the first one is beware. Beware is a warning. It's to tell you that something is going to happen. Okay, and in the first one it is beware of dangerous storms, siren sounds its warning. Beware of dangerous weather when a storm siren sounds its warning. So what would often happen in other countries is, should there be a big storm coming or a hurricane coming, there are sirens that gets alerted for the people that live in a certain town or city to be advised that there's a massive storm coming and that they need to take cover. So that is the first one. The second one is damage. Hail and strong winds can do lots of harm. They can damage crops. Now, crops are vegetables like sunflowers, corn, wheat, barley. All of that could get damaged in a really big storm, okay? Especially hurricanes and tornadoes, because it lifts everything out of the ground when it starts. So it's extremely, extremely dangerous to be outside when there's a hurricane or a tornado. So they sound the siren, you've got to take cover, but unfortunately we cannot take cover for our crops. Okay? Number 3 is bend. Now, strong winds or high winds have caused the trunks of trees to bend or curve. Well, luckily it's just bend and curve. With other storms, they actually pull the trees out the ground. Okay? So the trees are gone and they have to be replanted if they can be saved. Okay? Number 4, flash. The flash of lightning bolts lit up the dark sky. The flash of lightning bolts lit up the dark sky. So it is the lightning that we see that makes that bright light over the ground or over the water that lights up the whole sky. Okay? Pounding. Pounding waves hit the beach in a storm. Pounding waves hit the beach hard in a storm. Pounding waves hit the beach hard in a storm. So that is when there's a storm, you will see the water crashes very hard against rocks. Okay? And that is what they're saying. Pounding waves hit the beach hard in a storm. Prevent. Heavy snow may prevent or stop cars, trucks from traveling. That is true, because snow is quite heavy. It's ice. So the minute it falls to the ground, you cannot drive. Your tires of your vehicle either become very slippery or you get stuck in it. And if you get stuck in a storm in the middle of or if you get stuck outside in the middle of a storm and you're all alone, it's such a dangerous situation to be in. So again, we need to take cover when there is a snowstorm or any storm, as a matter of fact. Reach. A flood water can reach or go as high as rooftops. Now that we've seen with different tsunamis that's happened, that the water rises so high it covers roofs and ceilings, even different stories of apartment blocks. It ruins everything. Once there's a water flood or a rain flood, it ruins everything. And there's nothing you can do to get the water away, except for it to evaporate, perhaps. Equal. The height of snow is equal to 3 feet. Now, can you believe that? That snow can actually get as much as 3 feet, as high as 3 feet, as high as a vehicle, as high as your dad or your mom's car. Equal. The height of snow is equal to 3 feet. Okay. Now that was our Sunday's lesson, which was vocabulary. Okay. And those words you have to study, because the only way you're going to remember it is if you actually go through the words that by yourself and practice those words. Now, on Monday, we did phonics, consonant digraphs. Now, I went into a lot of detail to explain to you what is a consonant digraph, and I'm going to recap on that now. A consonant digraph are 2 or more consonants that together represent one sound. For example, P and H form the graphy PH that represents the F sound. Consonant digraphs are 2 or more consonants that together represent one sound. For example, the consonant P and consonant H form the graphy PH, okay, that can represent the F sound, such as nephew. Nephew. Your brother's son is called your nephew. Or phone. Can you hear? It sounds like F, but it's actually PH. Paha. And the same counts for words ending with taha, sha, waha, kaha, takaha, paha. Then we also covered base words that endings with S, eda, anga, inga. Okay, so it's words that end with S, ed, ing. Okay, now if I look at my work I gave you, you dig with this. Shovel. Sa. You sit in this. It's called a chair. CH in the beginning of chair. Okay. You talk on this. It's a phone. You have 2 of these. Thumbs. Th, 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 taha, thumbs. You find this on a beach. Shells. S-H. S-H-E-L-L-S. Shells. You wear this little clock on your wrist. A little clock on your wrist is called a watch. Okay? W-A-T-C-H. Watch. Then on Tuesday, we did the reading of our comprehension superstorms. And I asked you to read it because it was such an interesting lesson for us to do, or reading to do. And it was by Seymour Simon. As you know, he's a former science teacher. Okay, he's a former science teacher that would actually go and visit different schools. And he would speak to the students in the classroom to get ideas of how to write or what next to write of. Now, isn't that nice? You have a visitor and he comes and he speaks to each and every one of you to get an idea of what am I supposed to write about next? And then he gets the idea from you. And then the next thing you see, a book is published, or he's got his next book out on sale, and there you are, and you can actually read your idea that you gave him. Isn't that just amazing? Okay, and he has done quite a bit of writing. He's written about bats, about bears, about sharks, snakes, and different bugs. That means he would actually have to touch these different animals, okay, and insects to write about them. But his favorite one was that of the paper aeroplane, which was this superstorm story, where he went into quite a bit of detail, telling us how the air around us is moving and changing, which causes storms, you know. But you can have silent storms, you can have violent storms. It's all different kind of storms that he wrote about, and it must have taken him quite a bit of time to write about this because he had to make sure the information that he wrote about was actually correct, okay, and that he wasn't writing things that he just basically thought of. Then yesterday we did listening and speaking, which was our nursery rhymes, and the nursery rhymes was I Hear Thunder, and excuse me, and it was I hear thunder, ark don't you, pitter patter raindrops, I'm soaked through and so are you. So that was the one nursery rhyme. The other one that I taught you was rain, rain, go away, come back again another day. Rain, rain, go away, Mom wants to play. Rain, rain, go away, come back again another day. Dad wants to play. Rain, rain, go away, come back again another day. My brother wants to play. Rain, rain, go away. Then I asked you for your homework to write down a little poem or nursery rhyme of your own. I know it was going to be a little bit hectic and a little bit difficult for you because you've got to really sit and think it through. But you can do it, okay? I have no doubt that you'll be able to get this right. Then, today, we're going to focus on our handwriting again. It is very important to keep practicing our handwriting because when you write your midterm exams, which is going to happen when we get back to school, I need to be able to read what you've written. Now, I know that you guys understand the lesson and that you can read, but writing is so important because if you get it wrong or if you write and I cannot make out what it says, I cannot mark your work. So it's very important to ensure that your handwriting is very neat and readable. Okay, you have to practice with your arm to hold your pencil the right way and you're going to write on the lines. on the lines. You see, teacher writes with my left hand, so my whole pencil grip is different. I don't write straight like this. I turn my hand because that's the way I, as a left-handed person, can manage to write. So today I'm going to post some more worksheets for you that's going to include handwriting. But I'd like you to go through the whole lesson that all the lessons we've done this week. That way you are going to stay on top of the workload that I've given you. Okay? I know it takes discipline and dedication, but grade 2, it is so important that we stay up to date with our work. If you know of anybody that has still not done their work, encourage them to use this application. Tell them that I post videos as much as I can to ensure that the work gets out. Okay? I want you to listen to me. It's very important that we work together because I don't want to have you guys struggle when we get back, because I want to prepare you for your midterms. I want you to be able to go to grade 3 next year. Okay? And I've got no doubt that you're going to do exceptionally well. Now, grade 2's again, so let's recap quickly. On Monday, it was language and grammar, which was the spelling words, vocabulary. Monday was phonics, consonant digraphs, and base words. Tuesday, we did the reading on superstorms. Wednesday, we did listening and reading, okay, which was the nursery rhymes. And today, we're going to do handwriting. And I'll be posting a separate video for the handwriting. Okay? Have an amazing morning, and teacher will get back to you shortly. Mwah, mwah.